4 years after demolishing one of the biggest health facilities serving thousands of residents in the coastal communities here in Accra, the promise by government to build back the General Hospital within the Dadekotopon Municipal Assembly remains an illusion. Here on the polls, of course, we'll hear from residents who are staging a fresh protest asking President Akufo Addo to redeem his pledge of building back the facility when it was destroyed or pulled down a year to the 2020 general elections. Here's a breakdown, first of all, of the concerns by the residents captured in our Joy News tracker for you.
Times are wasting. You've got work to do. Now's the time.
In 2019, the government of Ghana pulled down the General Hospital in the Dadekotopon constituency in Accra because it had structural defects. The plan was to build an ultra-modern hospital for the people of La and also to serve other neighboring communities. At the sword-cutting ceremony, the traditional priest praised the government for this laudable project.
This redevelopment project is being financed by a credit facility from the Standard Chartered Bank of the United Kingdom with an export credit guarantee from Sinosure of the People's Republic of China to the tune of 68 million euros with an insurance cover of 3,860,000 euros.
With the land already available for construction, the government estimated that the project will be completed in 30 months. The project, which was supposed to begin in August 2020, should be completed in February 2023. In the 26th month of the supposed construction timeline, which is October 2022, we flew a drone over the facility and it showed that the construction had not yet begun. Even the foundation has not been completed. On one side of the construction site, soil has been heaped and some workers had planted vegetables.
We see here the yellow melon. That's what they've started planting. We have okra too. When you go down there, there is maize. And so they are gradually turning it into a farm.
In 2021, the Health Minister, Kweku Achiman-Menu, informed Parliament that government was working on insurance coverage for the project before work would commence.
The contractor is insisting that not until Sinosure issues the insurance cover, they cannot move the site. And therefore, Finance Minister has been informed, they are engaging, and the indication is that that problem will soon be resolved. And since the ministry does not control that activity, it will be difficult for me to give a very specific point in time. All I can say is that it will be very soon.
In February of this year, the Health Minister again explained that the project had been delayed due to COVID-19 and other factors. He promised that work would start soon.
We went through regulatory processes. We faced challenges with COVID and some insurance challenges in China that stopped us from working. Now they are back on site, but because of the lockdowns and travel restrictions and so many things, even those who were giving us the money to come to do, bankers were not going to work outside, not only here in our country. So that has slowed down our activities.
The Member of Parliament for Dadekotopon, Rita Odo, visited the construction site to monitor the progress of work. She's not surprised that the work has not begun yet. She's, however, disappointed.
I think salt cutting for the MPP government is a fun phase. I remember they went to one of the districts. The chief didn't allow them to cut the salt because I'm sure he's seen a lot of salt cutting with nothing being done. And now the people are very desperate. But we, the people of the people, are telling them that this land is for the.
Also, that's the sad state in which the General Hospital, well, it's no longer there, so no need to even refer to the sad state in which it is. Ground zero is where we find it. But of course, the residents are not happy about this. They earlier today staged a protest asking the president to redeem his pledge of building back the facility. Jeffrey Tete, spokesperson for Kola, and Kola is an association of all the indigents within the La Dadekotopon constituency. It's good to be talking to you at this moment. You obviously look tired because you were part of the protest today. What are you making in this new demonstration that you staged?
Okay, thank you very much. Considering the fact that a lot of people have died over the period of these 3 years when the hospital has been demolished and government has refused to rebuild the hospital, we are asking government to, first of all, in fact, they told the people of La that the money was readily available, but later on we found out that there was no money. So we are asking the minister on behalf of government to render an unconditional apology to the chiefs and people, and we are giving him an ultimatum of 3rd May, that's tomorrow's week, to come to the La Traditional Council and render that unconditional apology.
You want the health minister to apologize on behalf of the president?
Yes.
Why?
Because he has been at the forefront. The president came to cut sword and told us that he was going to build the hospital. But all throughout, it's the health minister who has been at the front, who keeps telling us stories upon stories, which none of which has materialized. So we're asking him to apologize on behalf of government for the kind of untruth they told the chiefs and people of La. Then secondly, we are asking them to also, within 7 days, the next 7 days, start the reconstruction of the hospital. Failure of which will make us advise ourselves. Now, the third thing is that we're asking them to give us the master plan for the redevelopment. If they fail to start the reconstruction in 7 days, they should give us the master plan for the redevelopment, and we, the people of La, together with our brothers in the diaspora, are going to ensure that the hospital is built. The
you want to build back your own hospital?
We want to
that was demolished by government. But government has given you assurances that what we see now, and this is the situation, right, as of today, 4 years on, 4 years after that demolition.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing is still there.
Yeah.
But you were assured, giving that assurance by government that it would definitely be brought back 4 years on. Correct?
No,
that was the assurance.
No, the assurance was that when sword was cut on the 10th of August 2020, government told us that they were going to rebuild the hospital in 2 years. That presupposes that by 10th August 2022, that was last year, we should have seen the commissioning of the hospital.
So the target was 2 years?
2 years.
Just 2 years
to
bring it back?
Exactly. And they have failed on that. But you see, the most annoying part of this whole thing is that government is refusing to even tell the people anything. There is no communication to the people. It took the coalition of associations to write a letter to the minister making demands of him for him to invite us to his office. And then he told us that the consortium that was put together to raise the money, the 68 million euros, which they told us they had already secured. But then he told us to raise the money. The consortium had broken down, that one of the partners, that's Credit Suisse, had pulled out due to bankruptcy. And so they were now looking for somebody to partner the Standard Chartered Bank to raise the money. And that by December, the end of December, they had gotten somebody who was going to start the work. Then he said, latest by January 2023, work would have started. Then we gave him, okay, we will give you a little breathing space. So we are making it up to the end of the first quarter, which means that by the end of March, and as we speak today, yes, still, nothing has been done.
This was your engagement with the health minister. What more did the minister tell you about why, of course, you're not seeing the projects come up, aside the issue about getting the creditors on board? Was that the only challenge confronting the project?
Initially, the member of parliament for the area, Honorable Rita Odule-Sowa, once asked the minister questions in parliament, and the minister said that it was due to some insurance issues. Previously, he had also said that it was due to some testing that they had to do on it. So, like I said, the minister keeps telling us stories upon stories and giving us deadlines which never materialized. And this is what is making the people of La feel neglected, that there is a kind of deliberate attempt to neglect them when it comes to healthcare delivery.
But then we know that all you're looking for is for your hospital to be built.
Yes.
But to what extent are you willing to go to push that or pile that pressure on government to get this facility back? Have you tried reaching out to Jubilee House, petitioning the office of the president, since, of course, he made the promise to you directly. He was there directly, of course. He made the statement and the pledge himself.
Yes.
Have you tried reaching out to the Jubilee House on this, perhaps finding out beyond what the minister told you?
So like I said, all communications we have done so far has been through the minister because he has been at the forefront. The president came there once. The chiefs themselves have also tried in their own way to play the diplomatic way, trying to get to the higher echelons of power. But unfortunately, nothing positive has come out. That is what necessitated the demonstration today, because we feel that all that we have been doing has been the back door or the backroom stuff. So we want the whole world to now see what we have been doing behind the scenes, and nothing has come out of it. We wanted it to come out for the whole world to know. That's why we embarked on the protest.
And what's
today.
striking in your petition is that you say you're ready to build back this facility through your collective resources as a people within the Dadekotopon area.
Yes.
What's the unique value of this facility that used to be serving the community as a health facility? What's so unique about it which you want to use your own funds to build it back even if government wouldn't? Okay,
so this, let's say, the largest health facility within the enclave, and it serves not only the people of La, but all the way from parts of Tema, Nungwa, Teshin, La itself, Osu, and then Gamashi. People troop in on a daily basis to access healthcare over there. Now, when the hospital was demolished, it created some untold hardship on the people, because people will now have to travel elsewhere to go for their healthcare delivery. And then again, there are people who ply their trade around those areas. So there was some kind of local economic growing around that place. And that's where they get their livelihood. That's where they feed. All these people have been rendered redundant. They are at home. They are doing absolutely nothing. And it's become like a problem on their dignity. So we feel that the hospital being taken away and government failing to rebuild it is actually taking a very serious toll on the people of La. And that is the reason why we are saying if government is not able to do it, we want to rebuild the hospital ourselves so that everything will get back to normal.
That's serious. That's a lot of money. Yes. How do you intend to raise the money?
All right. So fortunately for us, when we started this agitation, we've been doing the social media stuff, we've been writing letters, and we have been able to get quite a number of people from outside, especially people, indigenous from La, and then the Gadangme fraternity, who are at home and then in the diaspora. Tomorrow, for instance, we are going to have a meeting with a group, it's a construction firm. They are willing, and they have access to funds somewhere, which is used to help ethnic minorities who have been neglected by their government. So they feel that they can access some funds there to come and help us. And then we have prominent Gadangwis, prominent people from La, who are also willing to play their role, contribute their quota. And the people themselves are willing. People are like, look, if it happens, it comes to worse, we are going to contribute the 1 cities, the 5 cities, the 10 cities to also support. So we have a wide range of areas we can access funds from to help us reconstruct the hospital.
Jeffrey, as we go, just 30 seconds or a minute, send that appeal to authorities that matter. What would that message be on behalf of your people who staged the protest today?
The simple message is that people are dying, lives are being lost, and if somebody has come to demolish the hospital, which actually serves the health needs of the people, and the person has refused to build it, we feel it is deliberate, then we are saying that it is a crime against humanity. And in order not for the person to answer tomorrow to a higher authority, they should bring back the hospital. But if they fail to do it, we are also calling on our people to come together. Let's collectively put our resources together and build the hospital just to save the health needs of the people.
Anyway, it's quite unfortunate, but we'll have to leave it here. I'm sure that we'll be in touch in the course of the week to get updates on this. Jeffrey Tete speaks for the Coalition of La Associations. And that's all we have for you here on The Pulse. I am Blessed Sogan. Log on to myjoyonline.com. Lots of updates there for you. Next is Let's Talk Showbiz. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.